Okay, so let's start. Once again, good afternoon. So sa introduction sa legal forms, nowadays, the people are relying too much from the graduates of criminal justice education in terms of delivery of services, for they know for a fact that they are well trained in terms of theory and practices and in other techniques while they are in school, which is right, di ba? Kaya nga naman, every subject dato is different. Diba? Every major subject dato is different. Lahi ang photography. Ang photography, what you learn in photography, dili nimo siya ingon nga tanan nimong learning sa photography ma-apply nimo sa ballistics, because the ballistics and photography are far two different subjects and far two different field, no? Yet they are somehow connected in terms of crime detection and investigation. Right? Now, nganong napasok man ang legal form sa crime detection and investigation? It is because of these operational reports. We have patrol reports, arrest reports, preliminary investigation reports, and supplementary progress reports, or what we call the follow-up reports. Diba? So these four types of operational reports, kini siya ginabuhat ni siya during sa pagkandak ninyo og investigation on a case. Right? Or during sa inyong pagkandak og foot patrol, bicycle patrol, vehicle patrol, or whatsoever. You know what kind of patrol ang inyong ginakandak. Kaya every after ninyo og duty, every after ninyo sa every time nga mahuman mo sa inyong duty, maghimo mo og report kung unsay nahitabo during sa inyong pagkandak og patrol. Right? If you are going to investigate a crime, every time na mahuman ka og imbestiga, every time nga naa ka makalap na facts of the case or evidences, no, imo siyang butang sa report. This will serve as documentation aside from taking photographs of the evidences. It also serves as, aside from documentation, it also serves as reminder or refresher sa investigator nga mao day ni kani nga adlaw mo ni nga mga kuan. Mao ni mga information nga ako ang nakuha. Di ba? Arrest reports. Every time nga naay anything na progress when it comes to your investigation sa isa ka krimen, you make a report gikan sa pagkakakilanlan sa criminal or sa suspect hantod nga maaresto na nimo siya. Meaning, tagalihok na lang, every move you make a report. Muna siya. Bisan pa og dagkanda kag foot patrol niya, wala kayo ni hitabo sa isa ka adlaw nimo nga pagbaktas-baktas sa downtown, still you need to make a report. Diba? This report will serve as your journal. Diba? Muna siya. So let's proceed to what are legal forms. No, sa definition sa legal forms. So the legal form is the legal form a firm chooses to operate under is an important decision which with implications for how a firm structures its resources and assets. That is what we call legal form. Ba? A firm chooses to operate under is an important decision with implications for how a firm structures its resources and assets. Okay? In criminal law, search means examination of a person's body, property, or other area which the person would reasonably be expected to consider as private by a law enforcement officer for finding evidence of a crime. Ordinarily, the search cannot be conducted without probable cause, as a Fourth Amendment prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures. Sa laktod nga pagkastorya, you are not allowed to conduct any kind of searches and even seizures without a proper report, proper documentation. So what kind of documentation or report you need to make? A legal form. Legal nga forma ba? What is a legal form? These are the forms nga gipili or nga magipili sa organization, let's just say sa PNP organization nga mao na inyong sundon as a form of legality. Okay? So how do you define a police report? Police report is any written matter prepared by the police involving their interaction with the community. Police report is an exact narration of facts discovered during the course of crime investigation which serves as a permanent written record for future reference. Police report is a permanent written record of police activities classified as informal and formal which communicates important facts concerning people involved in criminal activities. So, mo na siya ang definition sa police report. No? First, police report is any written matter prepared by the police involving their interaction with the community. When you say interaction, any kind of action that concerns with the community or in relations with the community. For example, the mere fact or the mere conducting foot patrol in a barangay or in downtown area. Sa pagkandak pa lang ni mag foot patrol, you are engaging with other people. You are engaging and interacting with civilians. Kinsa man yung mga civilians, they are the members of community. Right? Whether a vendor, a bypassers, no? A traveler, bisan kinsa nga imong makasalamuha. They are a member of or they are the members of community. So any kind of observation nga imuhang nahimo sa pagkandak nimo og patrol, no? Buhatan nimo police report. Diba? Meaning, when you say police report, it is not immediately nga, ay, kuan ni siya, blatter ni siya. No, there are many forms of police report. Now, pwede siya in memorandum form, na alay gusto i-disseminate ng information, or na alay gusto i-announce, diba? Muna siya, daghan kaayog klase police report. Aside from that, police report is an exact narration of facts discovered during the course of crime investigation. Just like what I said earlier, na every time nga naa kay makuha sa pagkandak nimo investigasyon sa isa ka krimen, buhatan na nimo police report. Take note that the police report is an exact narration of facts. So meaning, when you say exact narration of facts, you cannot include your opinion, your personal opinion. If you have personal opinion, based sa imong observation diha sa pagkandak nimo og investigation, then keep it to yourself. Dili na siya pwede nga i-appeal nimo sa imong police report because there would be bias or it would affect the quality of investigation if i-appeal nimo imong personal opinion. Yeah. Because when you say personal opinion, it involves emotion. Diba? It involves your emotion. Kung unsa ang imuhang gibate apan pagkadiskubre nga naagid ay krimen yung tabuanay, naagid ay patayng lawas, nakita nimong murder weapon, nakita nimo unsa tong mga injuries nga natamo sa victim nga nung namatay siya, dili ba matandog imong emotion? Samot like if you are an emotional person. Diba? Aside from that, what if you have na kay kalagot or personal grudge sa suspect? Now, if you are going to make a police report, tapos kung i-include di mo imong opinion dira, then sure na kay nga na ay mga prejudice sa imuhang report. When you say prejudice, your kuan ba kana ganing imuhang When you say prejudice, ang imuhang kuan ba, imuhang side nga istorya, pero dili siya ingon nga dili siya maka-benefit sa tao because you hate that person. No? Just for example, hate na ko si Neri. Tapos si Neri is nag-report about a complaint, gusto niya pa-imbestigahan. Now I am the investigator. May magbuhat ko og police report. Di kay ko ganahan ani kay Neri. Uy, kapoy kay ni siya nga tao, taud-taud lang nireklamo. Kini akong buhaton siyang report. Di ba? Na-appeal na nako akong emotion, ako ang desire ug ako ang opinion sa police report. Then how will you expect sa makabasaan na unsay bation sa makabasa or makadawat ng report? Diba? Mapansin nila nga na ay prejudice o na ay bias sa imong report. Then, madaot ang quality sa imong investigation. Madaot ang imong report and of course, madaot ka as the writer or author of that report. That is why, when making a police report, it must be on a third-person point of view. Take note of that. Dili siya pwedeng a first-person point of view like I, di ba? Dili siya pwede second-person point of view like you, we, dili pwede. Us, dili pwede. It must be a third-person point of view. When you say third-person point of view, you narrate the facts. You tell a story. Kung unsay mong nakit-an, maura gyud na imong nakit-an. Don't include your emotions or your personal opinion. Now, just like for example, gipakitaan kag duha ka orange. Or gipakitaan kag duha ka fruit. Isa is orange and isa is apple. You know yourself that you like apple compared sa orange. Pero ang gipangutana lang sa imo is identify what you see. Identify what kind of fruit you see. Di ba? Yung kag orange. Tapos pag abot mo sa apple. Oh, I like apples. Di ba? Nagit tay mga side comments. Di ba? Nya ang gipangayo lang sa imo is i-identify lang ang fruits. Inana ba? So if you are going to narrate that in a third-person point of view, imong ingon nga an apple and an orange was placed in a table. Asa day na situate siya, asa day gibutang siya sa table. Di ba? Inana ba? You tell a story. Mao nang ginaingon nga narration. Dili pwede nga moingon ka nga as I entered the premises, I noticed that the doorknob was broken and the door was unlocked and it was slightly ajar. When you say slightly ajar, medyo abre siya gamay. Ba? The light inside the room was flickering. No, nagpalong siga. I have a bad feeling about it. That is not a narration. Diba? You are telling what you experienced and what you saw during sa imong pagkanda og investigation sa crime scene based imuhang personal emotions, personal feeling. That is first person point of view. Diba? So if you are going to narrate it in a third person point of view, you narrate it nga walay kalabutan sa imuha. Diba? For example, on July 12, 2021, the police operatives arrived at the crime scene at exactly 11 p.m., 5 minutes after the report was received. Diba? Inana ba? Tapos, the first responder unsa bay tawag sa kuan? For example, the investigator, no, investigators searches the vicinity for the possible suspect. Inana ba? No? Walay gi-include nga ikaw, walay gi-include nga siya, but you narrate it. Just plainly, ginarrate lang nimo. But that is a third person point of view. Now, this police report will serve as permanent written records. Muna sila nga dili kaayo sila mo rely gihapon sa computers. Even though nga naapod sila mga folders, files nga gi-save and police reports nga gi-save sa computer, but kinahanglan gyapon na nila nga i-print because they need a hard copy para ilahang i-safekeeping for future purposes. Kaya what if ma-hack ang computer? What if masira ang computer? What if ma-virusan ang computer? Mawala to tanan ang muhang files. So therefore, na kay backup na files. Right? So what if nasunog ang mga documents? At least na kay copy nga soft copy gikan sa computer. Diba? Inana siya. So what are the purposes of police report? Written report to serve as the raw materials from which records system are made. Written report to reveal as part of the component of the record system to the direct relationship between the efficiency of the department and the quality of its reports and reporting procedures. Unsibot pasabutan niya. Ang written report daw will reveal as part of the component of the record system because diha man na siya ginang safekeeping kung unsa ka efficient ang isa ka department when it comes to investigating or responding to crimes or responding to different kinds of complaints. How they're going to handle such report, how they're going to handle such complaint. Written report to guide police administrators for policy formulation and decision making. Written report to serve as a gauge or yardstick for efficiency evaluation of police officers. Written report to guide prosecutors and courts in the trial of criminal cases investigated by the police. See, daghan kaayo siya og gamit. Diba? Dili lang gid siya ingon nga for documentation or for future purposes only. Ginagamit po siya sa court proceedings. For example, naakay kaso. Diba? Naay kaso nga ipasa sa isa ka from one attorney from one lawyer to another. Alangan mag-imo pa na siyang inani magud sa sugod, sir. Diba? Inani magud sa sugod so mag storytelling ka dira. Diba? Now, may police reports na may mga documentations pertaining to the case, imo na lang to siyang i-compile tapos ihatag nimo sa bag-ong bugunit nga lawyer. Tapos ang lawyer na ang bahala ato. Siya na mubasa ato tanan. As easy as that. Diba? Dali ra kaayo. Aside from that, if na ay mga newfound evidences tapos ongoing ang kaso or ang hearing, you can give your newfound evidences or newly made reports kay judge. Si judge din bahala mo basa. Diba? Muna siya. So what is police report? So according to Dr. Oscar Soriano, report is basically a story of actions performed by men. A police report is a chronological or step-by-step account of an accident that transpired in a given time and at a given place. It is also defined as an account of an investigation of an official statement of facts. Police report results from the fact that someone has asked for them and needs them for immediate or future use. In any event, police reporting has become one of the most significant processes in modern police operations. So according to Dr. Oscar Soriano, no, a report is basically a story of actions in a chronological or step-by-step account. No? When you say chronological, pagkakasunod-sunod. Dili ka pwedeng nga magsugod ka og progress report nga nadakpan na nimo si suspect nga wala pa ka nagsugod sa imuhang investigation report. Di ba? When you say progress report, when you say progress, unsay progreso sa gihatag nga report or complaint sa inyo ha? Di ba? Mao na siya. So dili ka pwede nga moambak ka sa progress report nga wala ka niaging initial report. Di ba? So what are the important uses of report writing? Reports serve as records for police administration in planning, directing, and organizing the unit's duties. Reports can be used as legal documents in the prosecution of criminals. Reports are utilized by other agencies. Reports can be useful to tri-media for public information purposes. Reports can be utilized for research purposes, and reports improve the personality of the writer. So first, ngano ang report kay magamit man siya for police administration? Of course, if you're going to make a report, ibutang nimo kung unsa ang mga nahitabuan ng adlaw or sa pagkandak nimo og investigation. Now, kapag nahuman na nimong investigation, na case closed na siya, in the future, no, when the time comes nga na po'y mahitabo nga almost similar sa kaso ato, pwede to nimo kwaon as your basis para malaman nimo unsay next step nga angay nimong buhaton. Magamit nimo siya for planning, for directing, and also for organizing the unit's duties. So for example, sa isa ka unit, sa isa ka stasyon na sila ay mga reports nga gitaguan nito on how they're going to handle their subordinates. Ikaw kung gusto nimo ma-learn or ikaw nga bag-o lang ka diya sa stasyon, pwede to nimo basahon. No, if you are the new superior of the station, pwede to nimo basahon in order for you nga makuha nimo kung unsa ang ilahang method para mag-work out mo as a team. Diba? Aside from that, reports can be used as legal documents in the prosecution of criminals, just like what I said earlier. Now, every time you conduct an investigation relating to crime, related to a crime, you make a police report. I-narrate nimo dito kung unsa tong mga evidences nga imong nakuha, unsa ang facts of the case. Now, kapag nakuha na nimo, unsa tong mga evidences nga imo pang gidala sa forensics para ma-examine ug unsa tong mga result ato, di ba? Nabutang na siya sa record ana. Nabutang na siya sa papel. That is also can be used as a legal documents in prosecution of criminals. Reports are utilized by other agencies. Diba? Kung pwede nila gamiton to, ang inyong mga reports. Reports can be used or can be useful to tri-media for public information purposes. Just like for example, kung naay gusto i-announce or i-disseminate nga information about sa PNP application, no, patrolman application. In order for the organization nga ma-disseminate nila na sa tibuok katawhan, pwede nila gamiton ang tri-media, ba ang television, ang radio, and ang magazine or ang newspaper or kanang bulletin board, no? But now, na naman ta sa under new normal, no? Nagbag-o pud ang ilahang pamaagi, no? they resort to use the social media in order for them na mas maka-disseminate pa sila maka-disseminate pa sila og tarong nga information sa katawhan, di ba? Dili na gayta mo adto din. There is no need for us to go to the stations para magbasa-basa sa mga bulletin nila kung dabay announcement para sa patrolman or bagong quota, di ba? Kaya nga naman, makita naman na nato sa social media, sa Facebook, sa Twitter, sa Instagram, right? Reports can be utilized for research purposes. Now, if you want to research something, kabalo ka nga magamit to nimo sa kaso nga imong gigunitan karon, pwede to nimo gamiton as your research purposes. And reports improve the quality of the personality of the writer. How? They said that your report is the reflection of your personality. Meaning, ang imuhang report daw or ang imuhang agi or imuhang ano ba? Ang imuhang agi sa pagbuhat og report is the reflection of your personality. Kapag nagsinumbagay imong English diha, kapag wa nagkadimaw imong margins diha, wala nagkadimaw imong address, wala nagkadimaw imong heading, so what kind of personality ang naa ka? So makaingon ang nagbasa nga, sa mani oy, barumbado ba ni wa man ni klaro ning tigsulat ani, wa may klaro. Di ba? Now if ang imong report is void from errors, walay error, di ba? Tama gid siya tanan from margin, from indications, unsa pa? Headings, di ba? Hantod sa pag sa paragraph pag narrate nimo, the terminologies that you use, sakto tanan. Diba? Kung ikaw ang reader, makaingon ka nga, how di siya gwapo iyang pagkabuhatan. Diba? Mag-reflect siya. It is the reflection of your personality. Aside from that, ang report pod will determine of what kind of training ang kinahanglan nimo sudlan. So what are the criteria to be considered in report writing? Now, in terms of language, we have the clarity, accuracy, brevity, specificity, completeness, timeliness, security, and impartiality. Now, we are going to discuss it one by one next meeting. Okay? Because we have only 5 minutes left na lang sa tuang